All right, the NFL playoffs start off this weekend. First of all, this Saturday afternoon we have the lone intra-divisional game of the wild card round as the Colts take on the Texans in Houston.
Woo!
Each of the regular season matchups have been between these teams, resulting in a road team prevailing by 3 points.
Yep. 27 to
Houston
24.
Houston ended the season opening a 3-game losing streak with a 37 to 34 overtime victory as a 1-point favorite in Week 4. So Houston got the first one.
And the Colts.
That would turn out to be the first 9 consecutive wins for Houston this year, which didn't lose its fourth game of the season until the 24 to 21 defeat as a 4-point favorite against Indianapolis in Week 14
At home.
at home. At home, they gave up that game to
Mhm.
Indianapolis, and that's late in the season. While the Colts narrowly edged the Texans in the yards per play department, it was like 5.8 to 5.5. The team's September meeting, Indianapolis averaged 6.6 yards per play while holding Houston to 4.6. So definitely a number to look at.
Let's talk about the sacks.
Sacks, what you got for me?
Andrew Luck has only been sacked 19 times this year.
Which is a very low number for him.
6 of those were Houston.
6 of those were
Six of those were
Houston. Pass
6
protection.
of those was Houston. So that's going to be another big thing. Houston brings the heat to quarterbacks. So I do believe this matchup is. Do you have a winner? Like, do you have a clear-cut winner? It's at Houston, which means absolutely nothing.
We're making picks, so of course I have a winner.
So who's your winner?
I'm going with the Houston Texans. I'm going with the home team.
I'm going Colts.
You're going Colts. Okay.
Andrew Luck at his center back, Robert Kelly. He was out. And they are playing offensively. He's playing with some of the best football I've ever seen him play. This is the Andrew Luck they drafted. This is the Andrew Luck they wanted. The heir to Peyton Manning's throne, bringing the Colts back to the playoffs. The drought is over, Indiana. Yeah, I got them edging them out by 3 points yet again.
I don't know if you guys heard that. He was talking about a drought being over. Last time I checked, Peyton Manning was delivering Super Bowls. I don't see that happening, but I got the Texans this weekend, mainly because they're at home. These are two probably inexperienced teams, but with most of the experience going to the Houston Texans in this one. I got the Texans. I guess I just don't believe in the Colts pulling off a road win.
Here's another big reason why I don't believe in the Texans. Deshaun Watson has the most QB pressure hits. Like, he's been hit the most times in the NFL. Period. One, his O-line is not that good. Run game, not that good. And last but not least, they have one of the best receivers in football. If not, he has an argument for being the best wide receiver all around in football today. And DeAndre Hopkins. But who's next in line when he's double covered? They lost Will Fuller, and then they lost Demarius Thomas. They have a Kiki QT, who's a first year, and then they have 4 other rookies at receiver. This is a glaring hole to me, and I don't think Houston's going to be able to move the ball like the Colts are. So, yeah, I have the Colts.
I think that's a fair assessment. Looking at the stats, Deshaun Watson's been sacked a total of 62 times this year. But I guess when he does get time, he has 26 TDs and 9 interceptions. So
really good QB.
Yeah, he's a really good quarterback. But I would go with I'm still going to go with the Texans, man. I do think pass protection, if the Texans were to lose pass protection, it looks like a huge concern for them. But I just believe more so in the defense of the Texans than I do the defense of the Indianapolis Colts. And I mean, dude, let's be real. Like, they're just the Colts. This is their first playoff game.
In a little while, That's fine. First doesn't mean worst.
DeAndre Hopkins, man, please don't disrespect the receiving core of the Texans, man. As long as you have Deshaun Watson, they're still alive.
Because T.Y. Hilton is just chopped liver. And Eric Ebron is in one of the top scoring tight ends in the last, 5 weeks? Touchdown machine, actually.
All right, so what do you got for a score?
I believe it's going to be a high-powered offensive game. A bit of a shootout. I'm going to go 32 to 28.
32-28, a lot of offense. I guess I'll go 21-17 Houston. Actually, no, I got a couple field goals in there. I'll go like 24-20. I'll go 24-20 Houston.
Holding the Colts to 20. Nah.
Yeah, I'll say that. I'll say Andrew Luck has a difficult day under pressure with J.J. Watt and Clowney coming after him.
Mm-hmm.
I think that he will throw 2 or more picks.
Okay.
I do think he will even possibly throw the ball over 50 or 60 times. So he's going to be dropping back a lot.
Which he will.
But I got this one 24-20.
I have Deshaun Jackson getting lit up all day long. All day long. All right. I think we can move on to our next matchup. The other games aren't as close, but I think I got another one that raises a question mark. Seattle at Dallas.
That's a
Who
good
you
one.
got?
Seattle at Dallas. Wow. Russell Wilson is my long lost cousin. I will have to admit that I love his play style. I like what he's doing in Seattle without the Legion of Boom. This is a tough one. Dallas and the Seahawks.
Zeke, Dak, that defense.
I'll
that
say this
O-line.
much. I would love to pick the Seahawks, but I guess the truth is the Dallas Cowboys are going to get a win. They're going to get a win.
Seahawks all the way. There is no better quarterback right now in the NFL that can play on the road.
Are you trolling?
Than Russell Wilson. I am not trolling. I'm dead serious. Russell Wilson all the way.
Trust me, I believe in Russell too, and I hope they win. I would much rather the Seahawks win than the Dallas Cowboys.
Don't sleep.
But I just think the Cowboys. I'll say this. I'll ask you this one. Who's the better team?
On paper, definitely Dallas.
Okay.
But since when has that won games in the NFL, especially in the playoffs? How many times has the better team lost? You know, look at going into the season, everybody had the Eagles being number 1 seed in their division. Do you see how they stumbled into the playoffs?
Yeah.
And then their last meeting, the Seahawks put 24 on their head top.
But, okay, granted, the first game that Dallas and Seattle played each other was September 23rd. Seahawks won 24-13. But I'll say this much about that game. 1, Dallas wasn't clicking yet. And 2, that wasn't Seattle. That wasn't in Dallas.
They didn't have Amari Cooper at the time.
And they didn't have this. I mean, though it is fake, but they didn't have their number 1 guy, Amari Cooper.
Amari can play, all right. He has one outstanding game.
No, he can play. He's not a true number 1 wideout to me. They reach with that.
If he didn't drop the ball, he would be. But he drops the ball too far.
For Amari?
Too often. Yes. He has the speed. He runs the route. He just can't catch.
Yeah, I just don't think he's the right number 1 guy for Dallas, Amari Cooper. But I got Dallas in this one. I think Zeke. They have to ground and pound the game, and to me, the head coach for the Dallas Cowboys, Jason Garrett, his job's on the line. If he doesn't win this one, he's getting fired.
It's over.
He's getting fired right after the game.
He had a good run, kind of.
So you think he's really losing?
Oh my gosh! Listen, Chris Carson is coming to town. I love this running back. He is underrated, underappreciated, but guess what? He's gonna get some yards. I predict he gets 2 rushing touchdowns. Russell Wilson is gonna run all over that field. The Dallas Cowboys are gonna be confused. Why can't we hit this guy? Why can't we get to him? And they're gonna make plays. Doug Baldwin is looking as good as he's looked all year. Tyler Lockett is locked in. I got the Seahawks taking this one.
I can't disagree with you on the Seahawks. I just think Dallas is a better team, and to me, they're again another scenario where I'm going off of they're at home. I guess so far I don't have any upsets, so I got the Cowboys winning. What do you got for a score?
This one is gonna be a little more defensive. I will go 21-18.
21-18, not bad. Yeah, this is definitely 2 ball control teams. I'll have to go with A final score, I'll go 17-13. Dallas.
Low score.
17-13. Dallas pulls up a last stand with Russell Wilson walking off the field in the fourth quarter.